It is Kevin Henry with Ignite DA. We are back for another Facebook session here, joined as always by my good friend, partner in crime, Dr. David Rice. Dave, what's going on today?
Kevin, it's another COVID day, but it's sunny, the skies are blue, and it's about 80 degrees. So I'm a happy camper in Florida. How's it by you?
I don't want to talk about it. I have no comment on that.
Flurries in Colorado.
Exactly. I'm looking at it. It's got snow. Awesome. So anyway.
Good for you. Well, guys, Kevin and I are really excited today to have a very good friend of ours on. Someone probably many of you know, Deborah Carrier. You know her for the last 4.5 years or so for twice as nice uniforms, but she's here kind of for an extra special reason today. Amidst all the negative stuff we hear and all the things that are difficult for us, Deborah is just totally transformed her business, and I'm going to let her share the story with you. But Deborah, thank you, one, for being here, and thank you, two, for what you're about to share that you're doing right now. It's absolutely incredible. I'm a huge fan, and dentistry is better off having you in it. So.
Well, thank you for those kind words. It was really not planned when all this crisis hit, and I figured that our business would slow down just like everybody else's, because most of my business is in the dental space. So I got to thinking, well, what can I do? I had my factory workers. I wanted to keep them busy if they wanted to come to work. So I thought, all right, well, let's just raise money and start making masks for those people who are not going to be able to get them, like the policemen and the ladies who are delivering the lunches and the food bank people and all those other people that aren't on the front lines and need the N95 mask, but the other people that we could make the cloth reusable mask for. And then luckily, the fabric that goes into my uniforms is antimicrobial and moisture wicking. So when I talked to my designer at the factory, he was like, those will make incredible masks. So they're 2 layers and they're very protective. We're actually having them tested now to just see exactly what they do. So then we just put up a GoFundMe and thought, well, all right, we'll see what we can get. And the money started coming in, the stories started coming in, the requests started coming in, and I'll start crying if I start thinking about all the different stories, because we've heard everything from, a lot of them are people who are homebound, but they have to have people come in, to bring them food or to take care of them, and they're medically compromised. And so we were able to get masks to them, entire police force in Atlanta, one in Illinois, a food bank, I think it's in Massachusetts, and the stories just go on and on and on. So we're doing our part, and it's a happy, like you said, it's an uplifting thing. It's a happy thing with everything that's going on, and especially I feel for my fellow dental professionals. It's a trying time for all of us, and we don't really know how we're going to come out of this. I know we're going to be fine, but when? And so this is something that we could focus on that was something fun and good.
Love it.
How long did it take you to switch over from uniforms to masks? I mean, what was that like in terms of your manufacturing process? I'm just
for me, it was a phone call, but for my factory, they were like, "Oh my gosh, Deborah," because they never know what I'm going to say when I call them. I'm always sending them in 12 different directions and coming up with these crazy ideas, and they were like, "Well, okay, let's see what we can do."
I think we lost Deborah temporarily.
He found him somewhere. He searched all over. Am I back?
Yay.
He searched all over Manhattan and found the parts we needed for the machines. And then we made some patterns, did a couple prototypes, and we were off and running.
Wow.
So about a week and a bunch of turmoil at the factory, but they're troopers.
They're taking their phones off the hook now.
Probably.
That's amazing. Well, I think how long have you been doing this now? Like, when did it start?
Making these masks?
Yeah.
Last Thursday, so a week.
A week.
Mm-hmm.
How many masks do you think you'll be able to put out?
Oh, thousands. As long as we have the donations coming in, we'll keep doing, because that was the other thing, that just by sheer luck, we had fabric sitting, we had my fabric from my uniforms, which I'm donating, but we also had this other fabric just sitting in the corner of the factory that we were like, well, what are we ever going to do with that fabric? And it was perfect for masks. So it was meant to be. So we have yards and yards and yards of that. So we can just keep making them as long as we have to or want to. And
Yeah.
we also are looking at doing some surgical gowns, and it's going to take us in a completely
Today, what could go on tomorrow.
yeah.
The trouble that, the medical side is really seeing today because of the shortages. So I'm excited to see what you come up with.
Well, thank you. And I think we're learning a lesson too, that more factories need to be in the USA, like mine. This is why I could do this, because I'm made in the USA. So it was literally a phone call to say, let's get on it and let's go.
That's awesome. Kev, you look like you're
Oh, I'm just curious because you said all these different states that are how are people finding out about this? Is it just kind of word of mouth and it spreads from there?
Social media.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, we put the GoFundMe out there on social media. I put a couple videos out, and then just friends and family and all my fellow dental professionals started getting the word out there.
It's very cool.
I love it. So we will, everyone who's watching, we will share that GoFundMe link here. And I will tell, Kev, can I speak for both of us and say that we're going to hop on board this, because this is such an amazing thing. So happy to help. Holy cow. So cool. Okay. You have to tell us one story, one that won't make you cry too much.
Okay. So I got today, I spoke with this lady, and she's living in South Florida, and it's her and her husband and 5 children and her mother and father in a 1,000 square foot apartment. And one of the children is medically compromised, and both of her parents have COPD. So they're terrified to go out of the house, and she needs to get her parents back to where they, where they live, but she had them there when all this started, and she didn't want to move them. So she's been afraid just when people come to deliver groceries, and she was in tears. I was in tears. She's like, oh, just God bless you for doing this. I can't imagine what we would do. And I knew she couldn't afford, to get the masks either. So yeah, that one had me boo-hooing this morning.
Understandable. Well, and now we're all supposed to be kind of covering our face as we walk around the planet. So
right. Yeah. The other one that is a big one that we're doing thousands of masks for is the Atlanta Police Department. And they not only need masks for themselves, but anybody that they come in contact with, they're supposed to put a mask on.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we're trying to get as many to them as quickly as we can.
That's very cool. I love that concept
Mm-hmm.
that they're doing that.
Wow. And it's just amazing to me the stories that are coming out of this. And I mean, what you're doing is so fantastic, but the people that you're impacting and the people who are impacted by this, I mean, you don't have to go far these days to be thankful, even during these tough times, for sure.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna be a little kinder and nicer and look at the world a lot differently after this, or I hope so anyway. I mean, it's been fantastic, and just hearing from, and just the amount of donations and the generosity of everybody has been fantastic.
That's cool.
I love it. Well, we got to get some of those down here in St. Pete. The Floridians are, despite what everybody's saying, they're just outside hanging out in parks.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get those on them.
Mm-hmm. Something. Or brown bags, plastic, whatever it takes. Kev, any thoughts?
No, thank you for doing this. And then, as Dave said, we're going to make sure to put the GoFundMe link in here so that everybody can support. And just know that certainly big kudos to you. And we'll look forward to seeing you at an actual trade show one of these days. Hopefully,
yeah, that'll be fun. I'm ready to get on an airplane again.
I know.
Going through withdrawal myself. I know. Deborah, any last words you want to share?
No, just if everybody will do what Kevin said and just share the GoFundMe, because the more money we raise, the more people that we can reach and take care of. And right now, just today, the amount of calls and emails that came in, we're I don't even know where we're at right now with the thousands that we need to get out. And I want to be able to take care of everybody if we can.
It's awesome.
I love it. Well, Deborah, thank you for your time. Kevin, I know I'll be talking to you in a little while. Everybody, thanks for watching. And just, Deborah's the kind of person who reminds me there is greatness in all of us, and times like this bring that out. So I would encourage you today to find one person or one thing or one kind act to do, and just show somebody who's maybe not directly in your life that you're open to making a difference. Guys, thanks so much and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.